Hey, what's going on guys? FPL Yusuf here and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going over my Game Week 25 FPL Challenge team. In this video I'm going to go over how we're currently getting on in Game Week 24 with one more game to play. I'm going to show you what the challenge is for the upcoming game week, but also the team that I've selected for Game Week 25 as well. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video, but without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, welcome back guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today on my YouTube channel for another video. Before we get into this one, if you guys wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up and subscribing down below, it would be greatly appreciated. Okay, game week 24. Let's see how we're currently getting on in this game week. We still have one more game to play, which is the Liverpool and Everton game, which we'll be playing on Wednesday. So we've still got that to go. So far, we've been off to a really good start. We're actually on a green arrow. 87 points so far overall. Mo Salah being the biggest contributor to that. Obviously 32 points with the captaincy. Still has another game to go, so we're in a good shape for that. A little bit disappointing from the rest of the Liverpool assets. You know, Diaz blanked. Gakpo only got an assist. Trent did get his clean sheet, but obviously is flagged, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that one. Arnie Slot as well getting a nice 10 points for us. So overall, Liverpool assets doing really well. Everton assets, on the other hand, however, also doing very well. You know, we got clean sheets from Tarkowski and Pickford, and actually surprisingly that both of them got the assist. Now, when I spoke in my last video about the sort of Game Week 24 team selection, Tarkowski was one person that I highlighted for attacking threat. So obviously we got that right. But Jordan Pickford, on the other hand, getting an assist in the first minute really did surprise me, but it's a welcome surprise. The rest of the team actually, who had single game, didn't really do too well. Very disappointing from Brentford. You know, they were at home. They were against a Tottenham side who were very weak and they didn't score any goals. You know, Mbeumo blanked, Vissa blanked. Chelsea, again, didn't really play that well. Lost the clean sheet. Palmer, not really hitting the heights at the moment. So a little bit disappointing from the rest of the team. But obviously, like I said, we've still got the Liverpool-Everton game to go, which still gives us a lot of players and hopefully will push us over the 100-point mark and hopefully further up the green arrow towards that sort of top 5k rank, which is what we're aiming for. Okay, so game week 25. Now, this is really a continuation from game week 24 with another assistant managership. So over the course of this game week, we have learned who is going to be doubling in 25, and that will be Liverpool and Aston Villa. So as you guys can see on screen, we are sort of heavy on Liverpool, little bit doubled up on Aston Villa, but not too much. And I'm going to get into my reasons why. So we'll start off in goal and with the defence first. We have got Alisson up first for Liverpool, doubled up with Trent for the Liverpool clean sheets. Now, Trent is obviously flagged at this current moment in time. So if worse comes to worse and we get to that deadline and find out that Trent's out of the game week, then it'd just be a simple swap to either Conor Bradley or Virgil van Dijk. If Trent is ruled out for both the games, then I think Conor Bradley will be the guy we move to because he still does have attacking threat. And I do imagine him to play both of the games. Alisson in goal, again, same thing. You know, obviously money's not really an issue for us with this challenge. We still have like 20-something million left over in the bank. So first game up against Wolves, then they got Aston Villa. Both games which I would fancy Liverpool to sort of get results in, considering they're both at home, both against decent opposition. So yeah, we've gone for a double up in Liverpool defence. We also have a double up on single game week defence, and that is Bournemouth. So we've got Milos Kerkez and Dean Huijsen in there as well. Obviously, they've got a great fixture on paper against Southampton. Now, there is a possibility that we could have looked at an Aston Villa defender, but to be honest with you, I just really don't rate them at the moment. There's not anyone really from Aston Villa's defence that really screams to me that they need to be in here. I know they have the double, but Ipswich, you know, they're not a bad side and they can score goals. And then Liverpool, obviously, I think a lot of us are probably expecting Liverpool to come out of there with the result. So I decided to just put my eggs on a single game week for the rest of the defence and go with the Bournemouth double up. Bournemouth are playing so well at the moment. You know, they're really looking strong. And obviously Southampton on paper is just a fantastic fixture. So yeah, we've got a double up with Liverpool defence, but also a double up with the Bournemouth defence. Then we come on to the midfield. So we'll start off first with Mo Salah, who will be our captain. Again, you know, so far in 24 has, you know, returned us a nice 32-point haul with one game to go. So I'm hoping not much will be different. You know, both home games at Anfield, both the games in 24 were away and he's still returning. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he can get back on the score sheet. Both favourable fixtures for Liverpool as well. You know, Wolves and Aston Villa. Defences who aren't necessarily, you know, keeping a lot of clean sheets at the moment. So yeah, Mo Salah, first name on the team sheet and captaincy. Now we have the interesting thing. So I've got a double up on the Aston Villa midfield. So Morgan Rogers is somebody that I expect to play, you know, 90 minutes in both the games. He's had such a good season for Aston Villa so far, and he's so integral to how they play. So yeah, he's the first name on the team sheet. Now, this is where I've got a little bit of a differential in, and that is Marcus Rashford. Now, at the time of me recording this, Aston Villa haven't played on the weekend yet in their FA Cup game, which is kind of what I wanted to see, whether Rashford would have some involvement in it. Now, obviously, John Duran has left Aston Villa, which means Ollie Watkins is probably going to get 90 minutes. But again, he is also yellow flagged, and I'm going to talk about him when we come on to the strikers. But that makes Rashford even more of a pick for me because obviously Rashford can play through the middle. So we are going to take a gamble this week on Marcus Rashford. I do expect him to play some sort of minutes in the games, whether it's left on the left-hand side or whether it's through the number 9. If Ollie Watkins is ruled out, then it almost just seems like a guaranteed shoe-in knowing that he's going to be the number 9. And the Ipswich game is the one that I really want to target with the Aston Villa boys. I don't really expect a lot from the Liverpool game, but the Ipswich one I think could go quite big for them. So yeah, we've got a double up of the Villa midfield. And to round off the midfield, we have got Justin Cliver. He is on penalties. Bournemouth are absolutely flying at the moment. I have made him as one of my transfers for my main team. So yeah, it just seemed right just to bring him in and sort of complete the midfield quite nicely. And the two up front, Cody Gakpo is just in the form of his career at the moment. I think it's probably maybe arguably the best I've seen him play, throughout his entire career. To be honest with you, he's just returning every week, looking so threatening, so good. And for me, at the price point he is, not that it matters on this challenge, but I think he's just such a fantastic asset and has kind of almost cemented his place, in the starting 11. I think at the start of the season there was a lot of questions about would it be Jota, Nunez, Diaz and Gakpo fighting for 2 spots between 4 of them. But I think, to be honest with you, it's kind of the other 3 fighting for the central number 9 spot. I think Gakpo sort of got that left-hand side on lockdown at the moment. So yeah, he's starting up front. And I've also gone for a little bit of a differential in Kai Havertz. Now, I do expect him to be continuing to start up front for Arsenal. Obviously, Leicester away is a decent fixture on paper. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he can get some returns for us as well. And just to finally round off this team, we have gone for Arne Slot as captain. There is a possibility to go with Unai Emery. Obviously, the first game against Ipswich is no table bonus, but the second one against Liverpool, if they do manage to get a win or even a draw, then there will be table bonus. For me personally, I just can't see it happening. I think Liverpool are just too strong, especially when they're at Anfield. I just don't think Aston Villa will have enough. They've got a bit of a makeshift back four at the moment. They've got a few injuries there. So yeah, I've just decided to just put the 5 players in the Liverpool like I did this for game week 24, and we're going to just stick with Slot, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he can return us some nice points to help add to the total and hopefully push us onwards towards that top 5k and higher. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I will be back at some point in the midweek with a final team selection video. I might do an extra video of just some final thoughts and key questions around game week 25, as it is a double. I know there's probably going to be a lot of questions about different players, but for the sole purpose of FPL Challenge, I hope this video does help you. Like I said, if you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.